Good evening, folks, and welcome to this week's episode of Beer Rating with Sean Connors. Before I start tonight, I just want to give a shout out to the Newfoundland Growlers, who about an hour ago became this season's Kelly Cup champions. It was Game 6, they won it 4-3. First year in the league, the ECHL, which is one step down from the AHL. First year in the league, and they won the championship. Great game. Both sides, they had tremendous. It was the Toledo Walleyes, so just want to give a shout out. Great game. Seriously think about getting season tickets for next year. Alright, on to the beer. Alright, just going to give my glass a little quick rinse as per normal. Cold water rinse, which is pretty well standard. We'll open up the beer and we'll go from there. Read the label, see what kind of information we get there, which isn't a lot. And as you can see from beforehand, the beer I got tonight is Erdinger Kristall. And anybody following me on Facebook, you seen last week I actually picked up a, I guess you call it a collector's pack. It was 5 Erdinger beers, and the glass came with it. An Erdinger, actually I'll pour it up and read a little bit about it. And I'm not sure if you can hear it, but my cat is in the background. And he hears me talking, and so he's going to get closer. The cat can be quiet as anything. If I get on the phone or somebody walks by, he's got to make his appearance known. Alright, so we got quite a bit of head there. I might have poured it a little bit fast, but wheat ales, which this is, they're known for a thick, foamy head. So I'll let that settle a bit. There's not a whole lot on the bottle. Most of it's in German. It's a German beer. See if there's any English I can predict it. Erdinger Kristall. And the Kristall, they spell it Kristall. But it's pretty well crystal beer. And the little bit, it's in German, but I can't read German, but a little bit of research. I know they're talking, it's a private brewery since 1886. And then it's got some stuff here, and basically, I know that basically says it's brewed according to the purity laws. And the purity laws it's quite old. There's actually a German name for it, which I can't pronounce. Basically, it was back in the day, a couple hundred years ago, they basically said if you're going to brew beer, the only ingredients you can use is your 4 basic ingredients: hops, barley, yeast, and water, with wheat as well if it's a wheat ale. And my understanding, in one of the head honchos at the time, he was actually a fan of wheat ale, so that's why he made the exception. And the back of the beer just says Erdinger Y beer, which is wheat beer crystal, blah blah blah. Brewed and bottled by private brewery Erdinger Weisberg, which Erding is a city in Germany, in the Bavarian area of Germany. So we know that much. And this one, believe it or not, it has a best before date, 12/2019, so still good. But this is one of the few beers I've seen where they don't give the alcohol content. I kept thinking, okay, maybe I'm missing it. But I've gone through it and I don't see it anywhere. However, from doing my research online, I know it's 5.3% alcohol. Alright, so it's Erdinger, as I said, 1886. It's a private brewery. It's a wheat beer, also known as a white beer. And the funny thing is, the term wheat beer is normally the wheat beers. There's a lot of times they're not filtered the same way as beers that we're used to, so you get a lot of cloudiness in the beer. However, this one, it's a crystal, and that's basically its intense filtration is what gives it the clear color. So you're going to get a little bit different with this one. And once again, if you go online, they talk about it, so it's a clear beer with a foamy head, which we obviously can see. But wheat beers in general are known for their foamy heads. I'm just going to pour it up. Make sure, okay. I got a little bit left. What else? They also say there's extra carbonic acid, and I assume that will make it a little bit more gassy, I guess, kind of like, for me, I would think almost kind of like a lager type of thing. A lot of ales, you don't get the same carbonic, same as, I could be wrong. Also, if you go online, they say it's strong malted wheat notes in the beer. Obviously, it's a wheat ale. Elegant hop bouquet. I'm not getting a lot of aroma from it. I'm getting a little bit of freshy fruit aroma. So there you go. That's all I could get on the beer itself. I don't mind wheat beers. I enjoy them. But this, honestly, is not what I'm used to as a wheat beer. I said wheat beers are normally, they're cloudy. A lot of times, like I said, you'll get the double fermentation, whatever, in the bottle. So, right. And I actually, as I said, I picked up the pack last week. There was 5 different Erdinger beers. 2 I've already reviewed in the past. There was just your original wheat ale, the Wise beer, I think they call it, and then the other one was the Dunkel, which was a dark wheat beer. And this is the Kristall. And then I got 2 more. I haven't really done any review, so we'll go from there. Let's see, I've got to throw that foam. Oh, and actually I'll talk a little bit while I'm waiting for this to settle. Is the glass I'm using. The glass I'm using actually came with the pack of beer I got with all the Erdinger, and it's a wheat beer glass. So we'll talk a little bit about the glass. This one holds about half a liter, and it's known as a weizen glass, a weizen beer, a wheat beer glass. And this is what the shape is, and it normally holds about half a liter. The few wheat beers that I've had is normally they come in bigger bottles from what we're used to, and it's half a liter, so I guess the glass. And the glass allows for the sizable head. And they actually say when it gets up here, it actually curves inward, as you can see. And the purpose of that, they said the curved lip traps a head in there, and it also traps or encourages the thick head. And you see sometimes if you go to a store, certain beers, and wheat beers as well, they'll add a piece of fruit. They actually discourage that because the acid in the fruit can destroy the head of the beer. So there you go. I think Shock Top or a couple others like that, you know, you get a slice of orange or a slice of lime. So you might, if you're used to that, just try it without. See if you notice the difference. And it says the glass itself, its curvature, it's it's got a visual allure to it, I guess, and also it says where the head is trapped in, it allows you to appreciate the aroma and the flavor that's common with wheat beers. And if you've ever seen a Pilsner glass, this is a Pilsner glass, and this is kind of sort of like a Pilsner glass, not quite, but the same idea. But we'll go for this one. It's actually pretty similar. The big thing about the wheat beer glass, it's got a lot more curvature to it than you do your typical Pilsner glass. Alright, so now let's see. Yeah, I can taste the wheat beer flavor, which is kind of different for me because, like I said, normally wheat beers I've had, I don't know if they're all cloudy, but I was under the impression they were. You go on the website, they said purpose of this one, the Kristall, is a lot of people, I guess, are turned off from wheat beers because of the cloudiness. They don't like the look of it, and that turns them off. So this is, they say it's for the people who don't like your cloudy wheat beers. Give this one a try. I like it actually. I'm impressed. Like I said, I don't mind wheat beers myself, but I'm finding this one kind of takes it to the next level. I like it. So I guess I have to give it a rating. We talked a little bit about the brewery. We talked a little bit about the glass. We talked about the Newfoundland Growlers, the ECHL champions. Now the beer, what am I going to give it for a rating? I like it. It's a very good beer. I guess I just said very good beer. That pretty well gives me my rating right there. Go back to my ratings. 1, not going to finish it, don't like it. 2, I'm not a fan, but I'll finish it. 3 is a good beer. 4 is a very good beer. 5 is the heavens are open, and it's the best thing I ever had. And as I said, I'm enjoying this. I just said it was a very good beer. I'm leaning towards a 4. I'm not 100% sure yet. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about the glass. As I said, the glass came with it. It is a weizen glass, a wheat beer glass, and this one actually it's got the, I'm not sure how well you can see that. It's a company glass. As you can see, it's got the Erdinger, and the cat's making his appearance now and again. So you go, that's a glass, and that's actually quite common, especially in Europe. Like here in Canada, you know, you go to the bar, a lot of times you're just going to get a generic glass. If they do have specialty glasses, a lot of times you won't necessarily get that. A lot of spots you go to Europe, like every beer that they sell has its own glass. Like if you want an Erdinger, you're getting it in an Erdinger glass. If you want a Guinness, you're going to get it in a Guinness glass. If you want some other beer, that beer has a glass. And there's actually spots you can go to that if they don't have a clean glass for the beer that you want, you're not getting that beer. You got to wait till there's glass available. And this, I really like this glass. It's thick. It's easy to hold on to. All right, so for my rating, I think I'm comfortable giving it a 4.0. Basically, it's a very good beer. Yep, definitely. 4.0 without question. So there you go, folks. Erdinger Kristall, 4.0 out of 5. Hope you enjoyed this. Anybody here in Newfoundland, by all means, check out the Facebook page. I got the picture of the box that this came in. You got 5 half-liter wheat ales and a glass for 26 bucks. You can't beat that. Pick it up. I know a buddy of mine, he was the one that mentioned it, Blighty. They've been following the videos. He's the one that told me about it. I put it on Facebook. High school buddy Todd, he went to the liquor store and picked one up. So, and I think Gary is in the process. He's going to pick them up. So by all means, pick them up. Let me know what you think. The 2 that I already done, let me know. I think I gave him a 4 and a 3.5. This one I'm giving a 4. Let me know what you think. Am I correct or am I totally out to lunch? All right, folks. That's it for this week's. As always, until next beer, enjoy responsibly. Go Growlers.